So today I thought I'd make a video about another scary story time. I know it's not really fitting to the holidays that are coming up, which is like Christmas and New Year's. But I did kind of want to just make a story about this before I like forget the details, because this has happened a little bit more recently. This like I'm talking like in the last couple months. Um, so I just want to talk about it because it seems like a lot of people liked our last scary story time. So today is just gonna be me, and I'm just because it kind of only involves me because I am the one that's been experiencing it, and I do say experiencing it because I feel like some things are kind of weird still, but like I'm not like gonna really blame it on this story, but I kind of get the creeps about it. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about it and share it with you guys. Okay, so I know the lighting isn't that good right now, but I kind of did it on purpose just like to fit the vibe a little bit more, like if it's creepy. I don't know if you guys are gonna like this because most of the people that watch story times are probably just listening. So, um, yeah, so if the lighting kind of bothers you, I apologize. But, anyways, so into our story. So it all started one day whenever I was coming home from Victor's. He had to work really early in the morning, so I left like early morning time. It was really dark outside, like before the sun rises. So it was probably like around 5:30 to 6. It was probably like almost 6. But anyways, I was driving home and everything was normal. Like I was like on the way home and I was like the street that goes down to like where my house is. Not like in my neighborhood, but like it's just like on the way to like turn into my neighborhood. So I'm going and I'm driving and everything, and then next thing you know, like everybody's like at a complete stop, and it was like it threw me off because this road is like super curvy and it like kind of goes like, you know, you gotta drive kind of carefully, especially whenever there's a lot of traffic. So anyways, like everyone was at a complete stop, and I was kind of like worried, or I was kind of thrown off just because like at this time there's usually not traffic. Like I've left my house at that time before and there was like no traffic ever. So I was kind of like thrown off, and I was looking and like the traffic was moving, but it was moving like really slowly. So I look closer, and then next thing you know, like I see like a crowd of people, and they're kind of like like kind of like in a circle, like they're all gathered in a circle. And then I see a school bus, and the school bus is like kind of like driving around those people. And whenever I'm like getting closer to it, of course I'm gonna be nosy. So like I'm looking around and I'm looking at the people that are surrounding, and there's like a girl standing, a guy standing, and then there's like a guy laying on the floor, and I only saw his feet. So like from my angle, I just saw his feet, and then his head was over here, and I was like driving this way. So I was driving closer to his feet, but I just saw he was just wearing jeans. That's like the only thing that really stuck up. Like I just noticed that he was like wearing like regular clothes, like a t-shirt and jeans, and like he was laying there, and there was like a lady, and she was kind of like hovered over him, like she was like holding on to him, you know. And I don't know if she was like trying to wake him up, if she was like giving him like CPR. I don't know what she was doing, but I just knew. Sorry, my phone is being weird. Anyways, like I was saying, there was no cops and no ambulance or anything. So like it was just like all these like citizens and like, you know, civilians just helping this guy out and directing traffic around him, making sure he's okay. And he was just there on he was just there on the ground, and I wasn't sure like if he was okay. I just saw that, and then I got out of the traffic, and then I went home. So I told everybody, like just in case like they're driving that way, just warning them about the traffic, and like just in case like they bump into that so they avoid it. um but yeah, so like that was that, right? So days go by, and like I kind of forget about the situation, this incident, and I noticed that there was a cross where he had got hit. So like obviously he probably passed away, and there's a cross there for his memory. So I knew like right away, like, oh, okay, so he died, like he didn't make it, and he just, it didn't um, go well, or I don't know how to say it. It wasn't like he just basically passed away. So I know that I probably like saw like a dead body, and it kind of creeps me out to say that, but because I've never seen one, obviously, not even, or I've seen like dead animals and stuff, but like it's just weird whenever you see like a human, so I was really creeped out about that. And then like one day, I think I was gonna go, what was I don't know, I think I was just going on errands, and so like I was gonna go to an interview. Yeah, so like I was all like excited and like in the zone and everything, and I was getting ready and I like left the house, and I'm on the same street that that guy was, and or the same street that I saw him on. And so like I'm driving and like there's no traffic and everything's like smooth sailing because I like left like on time and everything was going smooth. And then I get to the light and I'm like the first one there and I'm like the only car there. And so I'm like just waiting there. And there's like a divide, and like it's like a really small concrete barrier between the opposite going lanes. So I'm like on the closest to the barrier, and then there's traffic that goes this way and I'm going that way. And so I'm waiting at the light, and then next thing you know, like I'm like kind of just like, fixing my hair. I don't know what I was doing, but I just remember that I looked in the mirror on the driver's side. I looked in the mirror on the driver's side, and then I saw a guy walking, and he was like walking like past like where, how do I say, like he was walking not like by my window, he was already like past that, but he was just going like straight, like he was already walking that way. But I was the only car there and I was like very front, like I would have saw him pass by, you know what I mean? And so I didn't see him pass by, I just saw him whenever he was already like walking towards the back of my car, and I just like kept staring at him because how random, like I didn't know if he was like asking for money. I didn't know if he was just like crossing the street. I don't know, like so I was just watching him pass, and he kept going. And mind you, this barrier is super small and it only goes so far back. And so he had already gotten off of the barrier, and he keeps walking, and he's like in the lane at this point, like behind me, like where a car should be. He's walking. And then what really freaked me out was that there's a car that pulled up behind me and did not swerve, did not acknowledge that there was a guy walking in the lane, and just kept driving. And like he stopped behind me. And so like he had pulled up to the back of my car and didn't see like the guy crossing or anything, or he didn't act like it, at least he didn't swerve or anything. So it was like really weird. So I was like, what the heck? And like the guy just kept walking like super slow, and he was wearing jeans. And like whenever like I saw him wearing jeans, I don't know like if it's a coincidence, but it just reminded me like right away of the guy that I saw laying in the street. I like kind of looked away because I was just kind of, oh, I was eating a breakfast sandwich. So like I had looked away and I didn't like mind it because I thought maybe he's just asking for money or something. And so like I looked away to grab my sandwich in like the passenger seat, and then I looked up in like the rear view mirror, and then whenever I looked up, the guy wasn't there anymore. And I like freaked out, and I kind of like, I looked this way and he wasn't there. I looked the other way, he wasn't there. And so it was like really creepy that he would just like in like not even 2 seconds he was like gone. So I kind of just got creeped out, and I didn't know like where he went. I still didn't see him after like 2 minutes of still sitting there at the light, and I ended up leaving and going on, and I just kind of got creeped out because I was just thinking of the guy that I saw on the street. And so, yeah, like I pretty much just saw like, or I'm assuming that I saw his ghost, and he's still walking the streets, if that was him. But like it was really creepy, and I just kind of want to share that because it just happened like super recently, and it's kind of really weird just like to imagine that. So yeah, that was it of the story. Like that's all I got. that'll be the end of this story. I know it's probably really short, but I just kind of wanted to share it before time goes by and I forget about it, or like, because it's not like a big thing, but it is kind of creepy. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys about it, and if anything happens later in the future that relates to that, I will be sure to update you guys. And I'm hoping nothing happens because I'm not asking for anything to happen, but if like I feel like something that's like kind of creepy does go on, I will make sure to let you guys know. But anyway, so that'll be the end of this video. I know it's probably short, but thank you guys for watching again. And I will keep y'all updated on this ghost situation. And I'll see y'all in our next video. Hopefully Victor will be involved. We're trying to do like some more Christmas themed videos. So we'll see what we can do with that. But anyways, we'll see you guys next time. And thank you for watching.